Jack Black is back as Po in the new Kung Fu Panda series on Netflix, so let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Netflix. If you guys are like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more content. Legendary warrior Po teams up with an elite English knight on a global quest to rescue magical weapons, restore his reputation, and save the world. So Jack Black returns as Po in the all-new Kung Fu Panda series. There was 3 previous Kung Fu Panda films from DreamWorks Animation, and I really do love them. It took me some time to actually warm up to those films, but I was really looking forward to the series with Jack Black returning. We also have Rita Ora playing Blade, this English knight, this bear, and Po joins her on a journey to find these magical weapons. And along the way, he's trying to become a dragon knight. He lost his status in the beginning. He does not have any of the other previous characters from the other Kung Fu Panda movies except for his father within the film. It's really Po and a whole bunch of new characters. It's not as silly or entertaining as the previous 3 films. What I loved about them is that Po was like a bumbling idiot, but he was aware of that, but he also was challenged quite often and was very determined, and I love that about this character. And here in the Dragon Knight series, he is also a bit goofy at times, but also determined. But the humor is not as severe or in your face as the previous 3 films. I found the first 3 Kung Fu Panda films to be really hilarious, and there were some jokes that I did laugh at, but for the most part, it's heavy on the action and this adventure and this relationship that is developing between Po and Blade that I ended up really liking. So little light on the humor, it's there, it's entertaining, but I think it's more focused on, I don't want to say like a dramatic side to it, but it feels a little more serious than I thought it was going to be, as Jack Black wants to be, as Po wants to become this dragon knight, and he has to prove his worth to Blade. We're also trying to find these mysterious weapons, and then you also have several villains throughout the whole series that they're on the run from, as these villains, like these 2 weasels that are trying to also find these mysterious weapons. So throughout these whole 8 episodes, we have this journey, and a good majority of them is just trying to find one of them first off and just learning about them, and then it's trying to play catch up with like episode 5, 6 as they're trying to figure out more about the weapons and obtaining them. It moves a bit slow in the middle half of the series. It feels like it's a little bit repetitive. It feels like it could have been a little bit sped up with the storytelling and obtaining these items. It could have been 1 episode per item, but instead it feels like it was a little bit drawn out. While it did feel drawn out, I did appreciate some of the smaller moments in watching Po be very determined, but also that relationship between him and Blade. I like Jack Black back in here again. He brings that quirkiness to the character while also feeling very determined. The jokes are there for him. The crazy fun side to Po is there. And I also liked Rita Ora in here as Blade, this English knight. I really liked her performance in here, and I think that they both worked well together, the characters Po and Blade. Blade was a little more serious, and Rita Ora was definitely there to provide that more dramatic take on this character. The animation's good. It's not as stunning as the first 3 films. Those 3 films had a bigger budget, and they were movies in cinema, and this looked really good. And it does copy a lot of that animation in this film, but you can tell that it's a little bit downgraded from the films. And that's not a bad thing. I knew it wasn't going to be like absolutely perfect and movie-like quality for every single episode. But with the episodes I did get, I really did enjoy the different animation styles for the villains. We got a lot of different animals compared to what we got within the Kung Fu Panda film. So we do explore a lot more animals and different worlds. And this feels like it's a whole new territory for Po. And he's exploring different things, different abilities that he's never done before. And I like that world building within here. As you explore different areas, different animals, it's all new to the Kung Fu Panda world. And it was so fun to see. There's a lot of action in here, especially in the beginning of the series and towards the end as well, as we start to gear up towards its end. And we're getting these different weapons, like we have this gauntlet that feels very similar to the Infinity Gauntlet, but with the different weapons that we do get and the different abilities, it's all a lot of fun. There's definitely some action there to keep the young kids entertained. But I feel like it's going to lose some kids in the middle half of the series, as it is a journey and they have to go from place to place to try to find these weapons. There's other animals trying to catch up with them too, but that middle half is where it feels like it's dragging a little bit, and as they're going from one location to the other, as they find new information on a map, it feels like it's being a little bit repetitive and a little bit dragged out. I feel like it could cut out maybe a couple episodes, tighten up some things, and then it would have been a quicker pace to it, and we would have got to the weapons a lot faster. But nonetheless, I do think that this series was a lot of fun. It was nice to see Jack Black in here once again. He just returned to this role with ease. There's a lot of humor. It feels a little light on it compared to things I've seen before with Kung Fu Panda. It's a little more heavy on the action and the journey and the relationships that are developing within the series. But I still really enjoyed it. I like Kung Fu Panda, and so this was a lot of fun to see. So before I give you my score for Kung Fu Panda the Dragon Knight, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give Kung Fu Panda the Dragon Knight a B-. Thank you guys for checking my review for Kung Fu Panda the Dragon Knight, the new Netflix series. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.